Good morning everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome to my channel, Follow Your Heart Intuition. Feel free to subscribe and like my channel if you like my readings. Today I'm going to do a general daily energy update for this weekend, August 22nd to the next weekend. So this is a weekly general energy update. I will probably provide more general energy updates which are daily, but this one, let's make it a weekly one. If you don't like this channel, feel free to change to and switch to another channel. Alright, so what is today's message for the week coming for the general collective? What is the message for the weekend and week coming for the general collective? So let's see. I'm going to just read the cards the right way up, so if they're the wrong way around, I'll just turn them the right way up. I hope you're doing well. I've had a bit of a cold, and there's a lot of colds going around here in New Zealand. So, yeah, I was exposed to it as well. Kids are sick. Staff is sick, so wherever you are, I hope you are doing well. And let's just do two more shuffles. Okay. Heart chakra. You guys are listening more to your hearts. You're opening up, and that in itself leads to victory. There you go. Opening up, looking into a brighter future, listening more to your inner guidance, which is really important. Speaking up is also really important. Speak your truth. If you've got a talent, let's say acting or singing or talking in front of a crowd of people, political speaking, whatever, or if you need to speak your truth to someone, start to speak up. Don't be afraid to speak up. Choose your battles. Face your shadow. Move on. So there's still something is still stuck, in the sense, in your personal life where potentially you're choosing what is the best direction to take. Could have to do with also the situation we are faced with at the moment, the coronavirus, which does induce fear. It can induce fear. Can induce fear of what's going to come in the future. What if potentially you've lost your job? How you're going to face certain challenges. So face those fears and move towards the light. You do not have to stay stuck. So choose to focus on resolutions rather than on problems. Again, speak up. Some of you are suffering in silence. I quite like that card in a way, because sometimes silence is a healer. And by being silent, suffering subsides. It actually sort of moves away. You're starting to connect to what it is that is causing pain inside of you, and sometimes being quiet is the best healer. So suffering in silence is a bit like the Nine of Swords. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it also means you're coming to the end of a stage where you potentially had to hold in a lot, but also you're starting to see the light. Here the same thing, you can start to see the light at the end of the tunnel, or so reception. Love begins. Initially I wanted to say that potentially there's a new relationship that's coming your way, and you might not immediately see that this person's going to play an important influence in your life, but I also think deception is you're taking off the masks that you have been wearing, could have to do with status that you had in the community, with a job you had in the community, and you're realizing, wow, I used to look down on people who did this or this job, and now I realize they're essential workers. And you could potentially even get an essential workers job that you previously thought you were not meant to be doing. There's no such thing as a job being better for you or not, in the sense that it's not right to feel superior over others because you might have different capacities to others. We're all unique in our own way, and we're all essential to fill in the gaps, to move the whole picture forward. So there's a new love beginning. Maybe I would say this is a new love beginning for life. The fact that we are unable to continue the way we have previously is also helping nature, and it helps the earth recover. Seeing it from a bigger picture. Drink a lot of water. Water is purifying. Eat healthfully. And let the layers of the onions peel away, so you're becoming your more authentic you. And then solar plexus. This is your true power coming from your solar plexus, which also moves into the heart. And then I just pulled one extra card, just was curious what that would show. And there's spiritual union, and again I think this is spiritual union within you. I'm just going to pull a few cards regarding those of you who are in a relationship and what it is you need to know regarding a relationship that you're in or you wish to be in. Could be soulmate, twin flame. But the most important thing is there's a lot of duality here, so coming into union with yourself, facing your shadow. Being alone is really important as well, dropping the masks that you previously wore. And looking at solutions so that the world and we as a collective family of the planet can recover. And I'm just gonna go into the twin flame soulmate relationship question. Whoops, here we go. Blessings are coming. Blessings are coming. When you're in union with yourself, when you're masculine, feminine in your inside of you are in balance, you can achieve a lot of new things. And even though we might not be able to travel around in airplanes and go and just visit any country the way we used to, that is a blessing in itself, because now you have to let spirit do the work. So let's have a look for those in a twin flame soulmate relationship. Yep, you have to tap into your inner resources, your higher self, your intuition, which will guide you. And with technology, we can resolve a lot of the problems that previously we used to travel around the world. Now we can use technology. You're going to connect more with your tribe. And even me, I've got family living overseas. I'm connecting more with my family because of what's happened, and because I've had the time, and because I've been reflecting or able to reflect. And things will come to you at the right time. This is regarding a relationship. I get the feeling this is to do, it's a blessing that you're not necessarily in union with someone right now, because you can develop your spirituality more. You can connect to the collective tribe, because we cannot hold one relationship solely responsible for bringing us joy. And also, as a collective, friends are equally important. The tribe is equally important. And you to yourself, be loyal to yourself. So at the right time, this connection will come. I'm just gonna tune in a little bit more about the soulmate twin flame relationship. You could have a nice neighbor moving into your neighborhood. you become friends with. People could move within the town you're living in, or move into the town you're living in, or you're moving, and you're gonna find special connections. Truth be told, be honest with the person you potentially have a friendship with. Move a lot. Music's important. This is again, suffering in silence resonates a little bit with that card. Just think about things that are important to you. 44 is also twin flame card. Sometimes you think, is this story ever going to end? There's this yes, no heart. So write a story. That's another way of dealing with your energies in a creative manner. Write down your things. Create your never-ending story and just have it never-endingly beautiful. And last but not least, exchanging gifts. We could be exchanging messages. The fact that you are not necessarily in union with your partner is a gift in itself. You can reach out to each other. You can connect. Maybe you get a pet. Connect to a life in different ways. If you have a pet, take it for a walk. Maybe you're going to meet someone. Yeah. And one last card. So does the general collective need to know that? For those who are looking to be in a loving relationship, fate will decide. So certain things are fated. So don't worry if you're not with that person right now. And also walk away from an old way of trying to, this is the same card as we had here, moving away. Walk away from an old way, moving on, time to go, from an old way of thinking how things should be. And try connect to things in a more creative, intuitive way. For me personally, it helps if I listen to music, read stories, write. Writing is important to me, creating art, so that I disconnect from an old way of having expectations and letting go of old belief systems or outdated belief systems that potentially worked for your parents or a generation before or generations before. Let those belief systems fall away and just know that by being creative, you get new inspiration in how to move forward in a more creative and enriching way. I hope you like this reading, and I hope you're all going to have a wonderful Saturday and Sunday, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.